The word says, the race is not for the swift. When we live our life, the race that we run, it's important to focus on God. Focus forward. Don't look left. Don't look right. Because He is the author and the finisher of your faith. He is the author and the finisher of your destination. He will lead you and guide you through every course of your life. Choose Him and surrender to Him. Keep walking. Walk worthy. Walk by faith. Walk not by sight, but walk in the obedience of Jesus. Let's talk about our walk with Jesus.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Walk Talk, where walking with Jesus is all that we talk about. My name is Ranjit and I hope you're enjoying these series. And today I want to talk to you about something which is very important for a life of a believer. And it is something which is not probably as emphasized in the church or in Christendom. And what I want to talk to you today about is one of the biggest reasons of us falling into sin and temptation and going away from the will and plan of God, is idolatry. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, about how idolatry has become one of the biggest reasons for which we don't even realize how far away we are moving from God. We don't realize how much we're committing sin. And I want you to know today that the word of the Lord says that God is a jealous God. And He will not share His glory in your life with anybody else or anything else. Today I want to let you know that what is idolatry? Is it something that we bow down before, like in the times of Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego? No, now it's much more subtle. Idol, if you want to define, what is an idol? An object, a person or a thing that takes the position of God in your life is your idol. It's not necessarily a thing that you see. It's not a thing that you look at every day or you bow down in front of every day. Everything that takes more priority and position in your life is your idol. Think about that for a minute. When you think about what that is, I know all of you are thinking automatically, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Your cell phone. Yes, Facebook, Instagram, your Twitter handle, your desire to take selfies. Now they say that people are getting a special condition on their wrists because of the amount of selfies that they're taking. Why are we doing all of this? Because we are constituting whatever it may be. It can be a friend, it can be an activity, it can be sports, it can be bike riding, it can be anything. Today the word of the Lord says that you should have no God before me, small g. You should have no other gods before me. That doesn't mean other gods and goddesses. It doesn't mean other statues and things of that nature, but it means anything that takes the position of God. And in Isaiah 44 verse 9 to 20, it talks so amazingly about what idols is. Isaiah 44 verse 9 to 20 talks about the cycle of how something's become an idol. It talks over there about how we take a simple thing like wood. We take it as fuel, we use it as fire, we use it to make bread, to make meat, and then suddenly what happens? When that thing that we use becomes so important to us, it says down in that chapter that we start to bow down and start to worship it. All the things that God has given us, this medium of communication, media, it's great. Camera is great, phone is great. It began as a tool, but when you start to abuse it, and when you start to become dependent on it, when you start to use it wrongfully in your life, what happened? It started to become an idol in your life. I'll be very honest with you guys, because I work so much on my phone, but sometimes I miss out on what is the important things in life. Why? Because I'm so caught up on who is messaging, who is texting. I need to help somebody. I need to be somewhere. I need to do this. I need to do that. But that slowly, it came to my mind and became an idol. We need to know as believers that Jesus has to be the best and the only thing that has the highest priority. Let me give you a few pointers for you to know whether God is your priority. What do you do when you wake up early in the morning? I can see you already smiling because I know the first thing that you see early in the morning is either the newspaper or your Facebook account. What do you see the last thing when you go to bed? What is the priority of God in your life? Many of us have idols and we don't even know it. Idols of being recognized, idols of wanting to be known, idols of trying to be like somebody else, trying to look like somebody else, trying to talk like somebody else, trying to walk like somebody else. These are all things. Cell phone, this, that, Facebook, Instagram, social media, and the list goes on and on and on. The 10 Commandments is very clear that you shall have no God besides me. Ask yourself this question today. Is there an idol in your life? Is there something that is taking the place and position of God in your life? It's for you to know your idol and then give priority to Jesus over that idol. Give God the highest place in your life. Give God the highest priority in your life. Let there be no other thing, person, more than Jesus in your life. God bless you.